All right, so we are recording live here on Monday, December 6th, 2021, our weekly meeting of the Quantum Lounge. So we've got 10 of us here today with our group that could make it. And today we're going to discuss our friendship, how we've come together in a group, and how that's related to the harmony within the group as well, and being inspired in spirit. And since the person who brought that topic up for today was Mr. Alan Fisher, I'm going to pass it away to you, Alan, and we're going to try and keep it around 2 minutes. So I won't. I don't mean to be rude when I do cut you off, but yeah, just give us a little bit about friendship, harmony, and spirit, and starting now.
Yeah, most of the singing groups have had conflict and falling out, but this particular group, I think, is always going to be together because we are creative. We have a spiritual base. We're all coming from the same place. I met Nia and Krishna and fell in love. I met Megan online and fell in love. Carl and I don't love, well, I do love you, Carl, but we get along. And that is so unusual for two straight guys to get along without conflict. And that's the biggest thing. And I think what distinguishes our particular group.
Well, thank you, Alan. You still got a minute left if you want to keep going.
Well, it's a new and different way of living, folks. It's a different dimension with spirit being the focus. And Eckhart Tolle, I think, brings that more than any other spiritual teacher in humility. And we are not out to get anything from each other. We're not out to have power over the other one. It's just being individual, just being ourselves, and it works. There is harmony, and it is possible here on earth.
Well, thank you very much, Alan. Well put, and it's glad to be a that you're a part of this, and that we've developed a friendship. Now that you're done your spiel, I'm going to let you pass it on to the next person. So, who do you want to hear from next?
My buddy Carl.
All right, Carl. So
Oh,
you
thank
got
you,
two
Alan.
minutes.
Okay. Well, there's probably no time in the history of humanity like what the planet is going through now. And more than anything, we need to come together for our children's sake. For our sake, but for our children's sake as well. So we really need to have non judgment to everybody. Everyone has their own opinion and everyone has the right to feel the way they do. So let's not judge, but let's not also fight. Let's come together because we need it more than ever. No matter what color you are, no matter what religion you are, no matter where you come from, what part of the world, let's come together for humanity's sake. And it's so, so important that we do.
Thank you, Carl. You still got a minute left if you want to keep going.
No, that's good, Rob. Short and
Okay,
sweet.
well,
Thank you.
and in keeping with the tradition, you get to pick who's up next. So,
Tim.
all right, Tim, take it away. 2 minutes on the clock.
Well, thank you, Carl. Carl invited me into this group, and when he did, I wasn't sure exactly what this group was really about, whatever. All I was trusting is when a door opens and presents itself, walk through and see what happens. And I got to meet all these lovely and amazing people. And except for, I think Megan's the only one I haven't met face to face yet. I've had personal time with each and every one of you, and it's been great getting to know you all. And what I notice about this group is we all want to see each other succeed. And in one of my workshop, I teach a little course on stepping out of fear into love, and I believe we're all standing in love, and we all want to see each other succeed, and that to me is the glue that keeps us together. Not any one of us wants to see anybody else below us. We all want to see each other being raised up and achieving our personal best, and that's so awesome. And in a world where everybody wants to step on you and wants to hurt you just to get ahead, we're all here wanting to pat each other on the back and be each other's cheerleaders and oh, I know we can get this, or I know we can get that for your business. And we're all out to just help each other. And that's just beautiful. And I'm good. Thanks, Rob. And I'll hand it off to Keith and Anna.
Nice. You didn't. I didn't have to ask you. Perfect.
Hi guys.
You go ahead.
Oh, So
Ladies
nice
first.
to be part of this whole group as an example of friendship, harmony, and definitely we have been led by the Spirit here together. And Keith and I are an example of what can happen when you let Spirit bring two random people together who felt that there was a divine purpose for our connection when we met 5-6 years ago up here up north in the beautiful Fourth Lake. And we just knew that there was a greater plan for our lives, and that was to bring our energy, our time, our lives together, and to really help make the world a better place through growing healthy food and through building community. And it's definitely been a challenge these days to build community, but our quantum group right here, it just feels wonderful to have that circle of support within a small group of people. And we have a lot of wonderful knowledge and talent amongst us. I think that God led us together because together we can really bring a great message to our communities and to the world, and that is to harmonize. And one way we love to do that is through music. So I study the science of sound, and there's a lot of amazing uh, ancient knowledge that's resurfacing that talks about how we can, equalize our hemispheres in our brain, and we can help with trauma, and we can ease anxiety through sound and color, and really taking in different vibrations and frequencies through listening. And I can't wait to hear what Megan and Rob do in their future endeavors together with their talent. And I'm really interested in hearing what Megan has to say. And also, you mentioned something about trans surfing, and so I can't wait to really understand what that means. But you're Megan, you're a very interesting individual to me, and I can't wait to hear more about the talents that you bring to the table.
Thank you,
Oh, and
Anna. And
I finished.
I guess you guys get 4 minutes because you guys are, you're technically two people in one, so we'll have to let Keith go as well, just to be fair. We don't want him crying.
Okay, well, yeah, Anna mentioned community quite a few times there, and community is something that, is created through spirit, right? I think spirit brings a good community together. And one thing we need to eliminate from the world is what is called alienation. And the more we can steer away from alienation and steer towards community, and to do that, I think we need to stay humble. And when a group of people who all can come together and stay humble and stay connected through source and through God and spirit, I think we can grow community that way. And it's so important in this day, like Carl said, in this time, we live in such a frustrating kind of dark circling all around us, that we can eliminate that through friendship and through having groups like this that are all connected in the same vision. And I think that's beautiful. So if we stay humble, we can bring humanity together through humbleness.
Thank you very much,
Thank
Keith.
you all for letting me be part of this group.
Thank you for joining us. Who do you want to pass it over to, Keith? We've got Nia and Megan. Sorry, what was that?
Is that me?
I pass on to Krishna.
Yeah, I guess I didn't even realize we've got two couples tonight, so we've got a few more. So yeah, go ahead, Krishna, and then you pass it on to Nia if you want, or you can go to Megan or me, Megan or me next. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. So it's very nice to connect with like-minded people. I guess that's probably what's missing right now. It's very hard to find like-minded folks and people who are on the same wavelength. At least for me, that's been the experience. So this is great to have people who think the same way as you do, and just to connect on that level. I guess it's probably one of the most important things as well. when it comes to community and harmony, right? It's because, if you don't think at the same wavelength, then it's going to be hard to, form a community. And I guess that's part of being humble and just being authentic and being yourself, and also accept every individual just the way they are. And, that's going to, give rise to harmony and community. And I feel like we kind of do that here in Quantum Lounge, and we just kind of accept everyone as is, and appreciate everybody and respect everybody. And I think that's the most wonderful thing about this community. And I really like to be here with all of you guys and just spend the time, whenever we meet in person or online. And it's just been a pleasure to be here. So yeah, I'll pass it on to Neha.
Yeah. So the one thing that I just really love so much about our group is that we are souls meeting souls, and that's beyond, that goes deeper than personalities meeting personalities. And all of us are so embodied, and all of us are so conscious and connected to ourselves, that we hold space for us, and we hold space for everybody else. There's always plenty of love and acceptance going around, because we hold space for each other regardless of our opinions, our viewpoints about things happening in the world, or anything for that matter. So I think this is the foundation of a community, a true community, being connected with ourselves, and being connected with others in such a way that it's not a mind to mind, it's not on a mind to mind level, but on a soul to soul plane. And that's exactly what leads to harmony. And I met all of you kindred spirits just when I started to think that maybe I should just accept the fact that we're scattered all around, and boom, all of you guys appeared. That was kind of a miracle that I met you all, and we've become such a family right now. So thank you all for being around.
Thank you, Nia, and you get to pass it on to
Megan. I'll pass it on to Megan.
And it's been I've met some of you now, and I gotta say, like, when we meet in person, it's pretty amazing, right? And but luckily we have Zoom right now, because the way everything is going in the world, they're trying to keep us all separated, and the truth of it is we are less powerful when we are separated, and we have way more power when we are all together as one spirit, and that's kind of how we are all connected. And I'm just wanting to reach out to anybody who's watching this, and if you're feeling separated or disconnected, know that you're not alone, and that there are people all around you that are feeling the same way. And so it's just a matter of reaching out and saying hi, and just, I don't know, smiling a little, and just looking for the positive, because there's a lot of negative that they're trying to push in our faces. But we have the power with our own minds to make a conscious choice of what it is we want to focus on. And that's what I love about this group, because we all know what's going on, and we take it in, and we are aware of it. We are not oblivious to it. We are very aware of it, but at the same time, we get to make a conscious choice and choose to focus on the positive, because when we focus on that, that's what we create more of. They want us to focus on what the negative is and what all the fear is. But you know what? No, I get to choose what I want to create in my life, and I choose community, I choose harmony, and I choose to just be so blessed that I am in the spirit right now. I don't have to wait till I die. I can choose that right here, right now, with all of you. And so, that's why this group is awesome. And I love that peace sign right there, Keith and Anna. That just sets the whole mood for it, because that's kind of at the center of it all.
Thank you, Megan. And I guess that leaves me to finish up. So, friendship, harmony, and spirit. And it's been wonderful being a part of this group, coming up, well, geez, it's been probably since spring of last year, so we're coming up on at least 6 months, and we do it every week. I've only missed 1 week, and it's important to me coming every week, and it was only the week that I moved, so it was moving day that I couldn't make it. But kind of to expand on what Tim said is that we want to see everybody succeed, and what Carl said is non-judgment. So the way I look at it is creation over competition. And so when we're together and harmonized in our friendship and in spirit and inspired, we know that a rising tide lifts all ships, so that what we do for ourselves, we do for everybody else, because we're all one. We're all part of the whole. We are all part of Creator. We're all fragments, sparks of light from the one source of light, God, however you want to put it, intelligent infinity, whatever you want to call it, source. But we understand that. So we understand how to come with the non-attachment to things, and the not being judgmental. And like Krishna said, accepting people the way they are, and the way that having different opinions. And that's how we have to get through all this. And if we can't stay harmonized together in small groups, then there's no hope of it happening overall in the world in a bigger group. So I'm blessed to be a part of it. I love you guys very much, and yeah, so I'm, keeping this every week keeps me inspired and in spirit, and to know that there's like-minded individuals out there working towards the same goal. So yeah. So I just want to say thanks, everybody, and let's give ourselves a round of applause, I guess. a big pat on the back as we light up the dark. And so we're going to stop the recording there for today. But that was this week's edition of the Quantum Lounge, discussing friendship, harmony, and spirit.